Hi, Sue Wilson, back again today with a lovely video using our new weaving die. Now we've done weaving dies in the past, but this one is kind of an accessory to go with those. So I'll show you how it's used. The other items used in the card are from the Amazing Sentiments. We are going to be using the You're So Special stamp there. That's a clear stamp set from Creative Expressions. Going to cut it out with the pierced flags. Going to add a bit of a floral element with the pinwheel flowers. Now these are in separate sections, so you can cut the inside or the outside, and then the leaves are beautiful too. Here is our weaving die. We're calling this the intermediate weaving die. The thickness on the strips of this one sit right in the middle between the classic weaving die and the striped weaving die that we came out with originally. So you'll have more options to make prettier patterns. And we're going to be adding a frame using the outside dies from this set of the Stitch Square Pegboard. The Pegboard will be used on a lot of different cards that we'll do videos of as well. A lot of guy things, so I think you'll have a good time with that one. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and I've already cut the weaving die out of a piece of black card. Let me get a hold of it. All right. So if you'll notice, it doesn't cut out of the die. You have no cutting edge around any of the sides here, so you can cut a larger area. Now I'm doing a square card, but this is rectangular. So what I would want to do is just add this on and extend it a little bit more, okay, and cut a little wider of a section that will give me this piece here. Now, once you've cut it, I just want to show you on this one, you're just going to nip off the sides, and I'll just use this edge on this one, okay. You want to leave yourself a finger hold on one side, and then you're going to cut the strips just to give you a piece that is free on the ends, okay? So I've got one I've done earlier. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you've got a little bit of a finger hold here, and then you've got all your little strips, all right? So I'll use that, and we will show you. So the way that I do this, I find easiest, is just to take them, literally bend them, every other one, right up to the area where your finger hold is, okay? And I've cut the coordinating color out of white. And the other thing I wanted to point out is whatever color you cut this piece in will actually show less, I think, on your card than the cross piece will, okay? So I've used the white. I'm gonna pop that down and just leave that right like that. Push those back down and then go in and take the opposite ones that I didn't pull up the first time and bend them up a little bit. There we go. That last guy. And don't worry about them moving around because you can tighten them up as you put pieces in there. So we're just going to slide that under. Get all of those. There we go. And if you'll notice, I've got a little bit of a finger hold on these pieces too, so they've got the extra bit added to it. Bring your next piece in, weave it. And you can just lift the ends and weave this once you get a couple of them in there. Slide it up into place, and that will hold the next one. And then just keep alternating which strips that you've put your cross piece under. Now if you want to do different designs, you can use some of the other weaving dies and add smaller pieces in. You can also go through, say, up 2, down 1, up 2, down 1, all sorts of patterns. And now having the 3 different sizes of the weaving die will allow you to do so many different things. This is just the basic, very simple weaving just to show you how it's done, but you can create so many different things when you add in the different dies to it, okay? So I've got one I've done earlier, and once you get it woven to how you want it, then what you want to do is just pick up the edges and add a little bit of glue, and then on the opposite side pick up the other edges and then add a little glue so it's not going to go anywhere, okay? So that's ready to go. I've made my frame using the outside pieces here, the double stitched part, the frame part of the pegboard. And I've got a multi-layer white and a black, okay? And I'll just give you a quick measurement on that. I have the frame size is 6 by 6 square. Okay, so added some mounting foam to that. I'm just going to raise that up to create a really pretty look around the edge of this, and we'll trim away any extra bit if we need to. And I think that the frame adds a really nice way to finish off the edge of this. Now you've got a little bit showing off the edge, but we will trim that even. There we go, that's pretty good. And this side could use a little bit of a trim. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my backing piece here. Now, because I've brought in not only the black and white, but that pop of raspberry in the flowers, I've decided to add that into my mats. So I'm just going to glue this into place. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. A little bit around the edge. Okay. That right in the middle of my piercing. Center that nicely. I've got a couple of the flowers I've made with the pinwheel, and I've used the inner piece here on the 3 sections to cut my center section in the pink along with the outside edge, and then I've backed them in white just using the outside cutting edge on this, and I've added a little bit of the centers in the black, and what I've done there is just cut these pieces without this and just nipped away the outer area on them and just used the center part. It's a little bit different that way. I'm going to add those with some glue dots. I'm going to put the large one, I think, down here in the corner. There we go, and I've got a sentiment that I've stamped, and I've just double matted it with the pierced flags. So I'm going to use a bit of mounting foam on the back there, and we're going to just tuck that right on the edge there, about like that. I think that'll look nice. And add our other flowers up in the top corner, so we'll do a kind of a opposite corner. There we go. And that one, and we'll add some leaves around there with some glue. So I've got a right and a left facing on these, so we can just pop that right onto the edge there, and that'll just kind of move up the edge of that. And this one right that way. And I think I'll cut these down just a tiny bit. And put that there, and that one there. So I've designed the card to show quite a bit of the weaving. So if you wanted to play around with the different patterns that you could do with your weaving die, you could come up with some beautiful designs for this. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and you'll look for us on our YouTube channel again soon.